Hello, welcome. This is Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray. I'm going on another video in which I want to talk about some of um, the sort of the ideas that I have. Um, it's really funny because you know, ever since I've been on this AI journey, it seems like I just felt like I wanted to go on it. Um, you know, and uh I don't know, like, being on here and all that, is definitely a privilege to be here right now, doing my thing. And it's just fun. It's just fun to do. So like I said, just making sure that everything that I talk about is appropriate to the AI revolution that's happening right now. Like I said, that is happening right now at this moment. We're pretty much in the into the beginning of an AI revolution. When it's going to end, I don't know. We might enter two or three. There could be several, but we're pretty much in the midst of it, if not pretty much right now. You could argue that we pretty much are in a revolution, so to speak. So without further ado, okay, well, I wanted to talk about, I guess, some AI ideas that would probably go for the best. Sort of, and after that, I also want to do a video on the death beam, actually, that Nikola Tesla talked about, and why it could be used in Venezuela. And Nikola Tesla is one of my favorite inventors as well. So without further ado, this is Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray. So the thing about that is that, you know, uh, it's just crazy how um, this AI revolution is changing the world right now. But one thing that I would say is that, despite that being crazy, it is something that I'm zealous about. I'm actually really passionate about it, despite, um, you know, living in a small town in which, I don't know, it's like, well, the only people that I'd be very interested in are college grads and stuff like that. And I feel like for me to be interested into that, in where I am, is kind of bizarre, but it is what it is, I suppose. Um, so, and anyway, without further ado, um, I would say that we can get into this now. Yeah. So, without that further ado, is that um, I wanted to talk about um, exactly why um, this AI revolution would change the world for the better. Not just for the better, but, well, it's changing because the revolution is here, and we're seeing it change right now. Revolution equates to change. That's literally what that means. So, okay, without that further ado, um, yeah, it's a great time to get into the AI industry. So I'm going to list some ideas that I think would change the world for the better. I have a lot of AI ideas. None of them are patented, but I'm a real life inventor. I have invention ideas associated with robots and AI. Or you could basically say that I'm a robotics innovator, or Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray is a robotics innovator, and that is my official title. I'm a robotics innovator, and I have robotics uh, innovative ideas associated with that. So, without further ado, I just wanted to get into um, some ideas, maybe about five, just to keep it quick. I usually do five, but some ideas. If not there, I could probably do some more, so to speak. But it's something that you know is sort of uh you know in the midst of what I'm talking about. And it's funny because uh this AI revolution, already had AI ideas before this, came into to play. But I mean, you could definitely say that. But one other thing that I would say though is that during this revolution, we don't know if it'll end up in an apocalypse or if it'll end up benefiting mankind, or we might enter into a socialistic state in which like robots are, or a science fiction type, like or a George Orwell or like a Eric Arthur Blair sort of state where robots are kind of manufacturing most of what humanity is investing into. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen, but if that does come into play, well, I just think that that it would be funny if that happened. If that could happen. So I don't know. I kind of see right now that we're into an age of abundance when it comes to AI. What are some AI ideas that I think would change the world? Um, well, first and foremost, my ideas are surrounded around like anthropomorphic inventions like AI snakes, stuff like that. Maybe I'm too money making, maybe I'm thinking too much of the money, but I just like ideas that are kind of like cool. Like I have cool ideas associated with them, and I think that people like Elon Musk are really cool and he kind of inspired me, about all of this, about everything associated with that. So it goes without saying that um, it's really something. It's really something bizarre and unique. But an AI snake would be a pretty bizarre yet unique idea, in which you have like a robotic snake that's basically just a robotic snake. It's kind of like a regular robot in a certain way, and that's the sort of idea behind that. And it's like, well, it's sort of like, well, would it benefit mankind? It's am I playing Thomas Edison when I'm inventing the AI snake? I don't know if I can even be said to have to even come to that idea. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. One thing that I would say though is that if you were to have an AI snake, it wouldn't necessarily make humanity better or worse, actually. But it's funny though. It's a funny idea because in a certain way, it's like, well, having those ideas wouldn't necessarily benefit mankind. It's just a funny idea, and AI snakes already exist. I'll just be innovating the idea. So that's an AI innovation that I have. But I'm also an innovator as much as I am an inventor. Anywho, and so the next one too is that you would have sort of like uh, you know AI ideas, or at least the ones that I have. So I'm going into number two. Uh, AI ideas that basically go around the lines of um, I don't know, like having like cyber dogs or like cyber cats, stuff like that's anthropomorphic, or if you have anthropomorphic AI innovation ideas. Um, but it's like, well, having stuff like that is kind of interesting, but in a certain sense, it's like, well, having stuff like that, um, like I said, it's not necessarily going to benefit humanity. It's just a cool idea, I suppose, that I have. But having like cyber dogs or like robotic dogs are some of the innovation ideas that I have. And that will change the world for the better because I think it'll put a smile on someone's face, so to speak. Another idea that I had, and I think that would happen with, AI, so to speak, is that, you know, it's like, well, if you have a sort of, dog in a sense, that would be cool. But then also, I think another cool idea would be like AI glasses in which like they're artificial intelligence and they're not robots. See, I'm an AI innovator, or Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray is an AI innovator and robotics engineer. So I'm also excited to say that stuff like AI glasses is an idea that I had, in which you have glasses, right, that are actually pretty much beneficial to your scope of frame. Like you can have glasses that are kind of like Google glasses, like AI glasses, which is a form of AI. It's a primitive, weirdly to say, it's a primitive version of AI, just like Siri's AI, like with when Steve Jobs invented the iPhone and stuff like that, or I should say innovated, because I highly doubt he invented the phone. He just innovated. He was an innovator. But when he came up with that, it was like, well, okay, what are we talking here? It's like, well, we're talking the new phone, but it's AI powered after that. So after Steve Jobs, we're talking AI powered in a certain way, in a certain way. So yeah, that would be the other thing about that, and also I would say another thing too, another cool idea, uh, would be surrounding the idea behind, sort of like AI, um, sort of like, I don't know, plasma sort of inventions where you have plasma, because I'm a plasma physicist. I know a little bit about plasma physics, or I should say, I know a good amount about plasma physics, but I don't know as much as, I don't know, someone who's a plasma expert. I just kind of know what I know, so to speak. But without further ado, that's also another idea that I have surrounding that. Also, another thing is AI, robots that would be able to go live in Mars, say if we do occupies Mars. So if we have AI robots, I guess that this is just a random idea that just crossed my head right now. But I mean, I think like that. I just came up with like 4 ideas today. So I have a really, really brilliant scope of mind in which I can think about ideas pretty quickly. I'm just an idea person. Um, ideas come to my mind very fast. But anyway, so without further ado, also another thing too, is that it's like, well, you could have AI, robots that sort of like colonize Mars in a certain way, and when they do, I would say that it would make for basically terraforming Mars or doing anything like alongside of like, colonizing Mars. It would make it easier in a certain way instead of harder, because you wouldn't have to rely on humans. So AI robots that would be manufactured, maybe like humanoid robots, or cyber humans, if you know what I mean. But that would be another one. I have one last one. I have AI robot ideas behind roller coaster theme parks, or just theme parks in general, like Disney World, or like, it would be, I don't know why it came to my mind, but I watch a lot of AI entrepreneurs, so maybe it just stuck to me because I'm an AI entrepreneur. Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray, my company and business, is an AI entrepreneur. So it's like, well, Uh, I don't know. I would say that that would also be, you know, a sort of good idea as well, because you could have a sort of, way in which, um, you know, you could have them attend to the people, or you could have them do daily tasks, or do anything that's, sort of like the function of a robot. So, I thought that that would be, a great idea as well. So, yeah, that's also another idea as well, associated with that. So, if you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys want to see more AI content as well, then please like, follow, and share. I'm very excited about this AI revolution. It's just something that's into my excitement. So if you guys are also interested in it as well, and if you guys want to get excited as well, then also like, follow, and share. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one. I'm Dr. Melvin Arthur Murray.